And I had you muted. Oh, got to turn the speakers out. Anyway, so welcome to Janderra. I'm Garrowen, and this is our weekly catch up and chat. Lucky StreamYard told me that my microphone was muted because I had forgotten. Anyway, all good. So tonight we're going to look at what we've been up to this week. And if you want to join the chat, the link for joining the panel is pinned to the top. So love for you to come and join us. Hi Bradley, thanks for joining us. So just having a quick look at what we got up to this week and the different videos that we've uploaded. So I had a quick look around my aquaponics because the kale is just doing fantastically, as well as a heap of other things. Like a lot of other things are doing quite well in the aquaponics as well at the moment. So this is the big system. I have recently pruned back a lot of it because there was a bit of a nutrient deficiency happening because I'm not feeding the fish at the moment because the jade perch don't metabolize their feed above 18 degrees. So so I'm not actually feeding the jade perch at the moment, but everything else is looking great. But have a look at the video and you'll be able to see what's happening. Let's see. I checked on my single seed challenge with my Madagascar bean. Still no flowers, still no seeds, no beans. But it's all good. And we had my 12-year-old. I now have a 12-year-old. Matthew had his birthday this week. We had fun. We went to Sky Zone, so he had fun bouncing around all over the place. Checked up on the baby goats and did a bit of an update video on that. They're doing really well. And this was exciting. Actually, my potatoes have started sprouting, which is absolutely fantastic. I am so excited. Really pleased.
I'm down at.
So looking at that, and they've got potatoes starting to sprout. So this was a whole big experiment. This one, where I basically just stuck a whole heap of hay, and then put the potatoes in there. And look at this, it's starting to sprout. I mean, the real test of the whole situation is going to be whether or not I get any potatoes out of it. But really happy about that one. And in case you don't know why I've got little frogs everywhere, there is a video here that actually shows you the deploying of the Team Aquarius guards. And I've also got a link here for a video where I show the roots of an elderberry, because I actually planted an elderberry down in here, but it looks like it's died. But yeah, have a watch of the video. It's good fun. And I've got a link to when we actually planted these. So we planted them back on the 8th of June. So basically a month ago. Well, I haven't noticed anything yet. So still no flowers. It's not growing rapidly enough for me to be able to see too much. But yeah. So hi, Wild. Thanks for joining us. So yes. So still don't know yet. Got to wait a bit longer to see if it actually will be. Hey, Tom. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're feeling a bit better and your back's not hurting as much. Hey, Bibi. If everyone hasn't seen Bibi and Agent's video, the way they did it's a quick video showing how the chicks are growing. They're doing so well. And they're little chicks that they hatched from eggs that they got from us. So that's really good fun. Yes, so really happy about this one with the potatoes starting to grow. It's doing really well. Really happy with that. And again, if anyone does want to join the panel, there's the link. It's pinned to the top of the page. What else did we do? Oh, I've set up a new fencing system. I started up a new system. So I'm only able to, with the whiplash and everything, it is improving, which is great. Yay! I can actually move again, which definitely helps. But I'm able to get 2 or 3 star pickets in each day. So I've been able to set. It did take me 3 days to set this paddock up for the girls, but the goats have now got a new paddock. Yay! Oh, not happy with the chicks, Bibby. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. They're very cute. Oh, you think there's going to be 4 of them? They're all 4 are going to be roosters. I think there's only 3 of them that are roosters. But, I mean, you can put all of them in the pot if you like. But yeah, so I've set up the new electric fence system for the girls. So I have got a couple of stuff in here that I need to move. But the plan is to actually make like a little laneway and then set cells up so that I can move them into different cells. But there's a video here that basically explains all that. But really, really excited about that. And I'm hoping to every couple of days have another paddock set up for them so that it's ready. But as you can see, my paddocks really have not recovered well at all. I'm not sure how long it's been since the horses left, but while Evelyn's a roost, you think trying to crow is never a good thing for a chicken to do. Oh, they're all going into freezer camp. And 4 of them that are in the big coop. Okay. That's right, because they're trying to crow, aren't they? They think they're crowing. Yeah, look how big the baby goats are going. I mean, they don't look like babies anymore, do they? They're probably more teenagers. They get into all sorts of little mischief. But they're doing really well. They're staying in the fencing. So it's basically just these 4 strands of poly wire. And that's it. That's it. You're keeping Peanut. That's good. Peanut's cute. So yeah, but onto the goats. The plan is to actually wean Nettie and Bruce soon. So when they get to about 90 days, it's fine for me to start weaning them, and then I get to get more milk. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to work that. So I'm a little bit concerned that they might try to bust through the electric wire. Because, I mean, it's a psychological barrier, not a physical barrier. Peanut would be getting huge, Bibby. Absolutely huge, I can imagine. So, but really pleased that I've managed to set this up. I can get in and out of, I mean, this gate I don't use very often. I've got this little thing here that tells me when the fence is on, so it blinks a little red light every now and then. It'll do it. There it goes. Yeah, weaning the baby goats is going to be interesting. They're going to be very noisy for a couple of days. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to work it. I could potentially lock them in the stable for a couple of days because now we've got the gate on that. Or I can try setting Laura up in another system on another place in the property so that they don't find her. But I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. But I've got them set up with the stable now so they've got access to their minerals and their salt lick and all that sort of stuff. They were funny jumping around, and the black-headed one scratching on the little shrub. Yeah, the one with the black head is Marbella. She's one of my oldest goats. She's good fun. She really is a pet. Yes, weaning the goats is going to be very loud. There'll be a couple of days there where Nettie and Bruce will just complain bitterly. Yeah, I'm thinking I may lock them in the stable because I can set them up with food and water in there, and then there's still shelter in the little, because on this side, other side of this wall, there's like a little milking shed for a cow. So I could lock the babies in here, and then the other girls could still have access to that building, which is not part of that room. That's a separate room again. But this is the gate, so then I can get in and out of the gate. I think I might do that, actually. I think that's going to be my solution because that's going to be a solid barrier. They're not going to be able to get through that. They're going to complain bitterly, but they're going to complain bitterly regardless of what I do. But I'm really pleased with how I've got the system set up, at least the start of it. There's a lot more to be done. So the plan is to make it so I've got a laneway, and then I can open and close paddock gates. So that's the plan. And that'll make it so that I only have the goats onto the land for 2 to 3 days, and then I can give the land a chance to rest and recover. So, and that's all part of the whole regenerative process. Yeah, they'll get over it pretty quick. I mean, they're 90 days old now, so they're getting close to 90 days old. So there are 3 months. They'll be fine. It won't take them too long. And Laura will have heaps of milk, which will mean I'll have to start milking twice a day again, which I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'm pretty much back on my feet again health-wise. So I've been doing quite well, actually. I'm really pleased. My only problem has been my asthma. My asthma has been playing up quite badly. I'm not quite sure why, but okay, so Tom's saying, Copper, my rooster, has a lover and they love each other and so happy. Roosters like hens. So yes. So that's basically it. Like weaning a child, but noisier. Yes. And I mean, they should be fine. They're just going to complain a bit. But yes, I think locking them in the stable is definitely going to be my best option. But yeah. So, and what have we done? So as you can see, there's not a lot of feed in this paddock for them, so they're not actually able to eat just the grass, or just the branches or the trees or anything. Although we had a really windy day yesterday, so I had a whole heap of branches come down from these trees. So we just tossed it over the fence. So yeah, so mostly they are actually getting hay. So I'm just putting the hay down on the areas where they haven't been, like with the paddock. So this part of the paddock, there's been no animals been on it since the horses left. And horses are susceptible to different parasites to goats anyway. And that's actually the main reason, one of the main reasons you like to move them every 2 to 3 days, because that works in with the parasite life cycle. It takes 3 days for them to hatch, and you don't want the goats eating the worm eggs and the worm larvae again. All good, Bradley. Thank you for joining us. Take care. Have a fantastic week. I'm actually not going to stay on for very long because school holidays are finished. I got a homeschool in the morning. Whee. And I really should milk a goat. But yeah, you sleep well, Bradley. Thank you very much for coming in and joining us. And yeah, if anyone wants to jump up in the panel, the link's in the top. See, but basically what I'm doing is I'm just popping hay out for the goats. And I mean, they're not eating it all. And I know a lot of people would look at that and go, oh, look at all that wasted hay. But it's not actually wasted because it's feeding my paddock. So I'm not at all disappointed when the goats don't eat all the hay. I'm actually really happy about it, because the more I can feed my paddock, the more organic matter I can get into the paddock, the better it's going to go. Yeah. Neighbours' kids going to school in the morning then? Yes, they will be. Assuming they don't have a pupil-free day. But yeah. That's Nettie's actually quite busy at the moment too, trying to get Archer to settle down because he's really excited for kindy tomorrow. Xander's gone to sleep. He's excited about school tomorrow, but he's gone to sleep happily. Archer, on the other hand, is very excited. Yes. There's my Bella scratching with that horn again. Well, I'm saying exactly just like when the rabbits don't eat all their oats and sunflower seeds. Yeah, it's not a big drama. It just goes back in and it feeds the soil. It feeds the food web. Oh, you guys. So you guys don't have the schools open at the moment in Canada? They're saying we might in Canada be around September go back to school, so the government says. Yes, the sunflower and the oats would pop up because you use the rabbit bedding for mulch in your garden. Yes. You're wanting a sleep in. The kids been noisy during the holidays, Bibby, have they? Yeah, so the goats are definitely, I must admit, it was fun at the beginning of this video having the goats run past me to the new area. It's always fun putting them onto new grass and seeing how excited they get. And they are just absolutely ecstatic. The babies are just loving running up and down the paddock. They're not going to be happy about being put in the stable for a few days. Not happy at all. That'll definitely be a not happy Jan. But it's also going to give me a chance to get Laura's condition back up again, because having her with the babies when I haven't been able to give her any extra food, because there was a while there where I'd put her up on the milk stand and she wouldn't actually eat if the babies weren't with her. But if the babies were with her, they would eat all the food, which then Laura would still miss out, which is very frustrating. So Laura's lost a lot of condition while feeding her babies. So I'm really looking forward to being able to give her some extra TLC and just building her condition back up, because she's quite small and she's a fairly fine goat to start off with. Mary, her sister, who's this one, she's a fairly bulky goat for a dairy goat. Marbella's bulky because she's a meat goat. Not that I'd even remotely consider putting Marbella in the fridge or the freezer. She is a pet. I couldn't do it. I've had Marbella for probably 4 years now. I am so attached to this goat. It's quite funny. Gavin always takes into consideration that we will not sell Marbella. Even though she's not really the breed of goat that we really want. She's my pet. Yes, Mary is very stocky and curvy. Marbella is more curvy. I mean, look at the baby jumping around. So Marbella's nice. Mary's nice and solid. She was needing to be milked here, so that's why her udders are so full. But little Laura down there, you can't see it so well from this distance, but she's got a definite, the whole triangle here in her back hip area. It's quite obvious, and it's just been impossible to keep her condition up. So I'm really looking forward to being able to keep her away from the babies and away from Marbella, because Marbella's also a bit of a bossy boots. And I mean, Marbella's the one that's got to eat first. That's all there is to it. She is the alpha of the herd. Then Mary. And I think it's actually the babies. They kind of knock Laura around a bit too. But Laura is such a great mum. She's just so good with her babies. She kids well. She feeds well. She milks well. She's just an awesome goat. But yes. So that's basically the goaty update. Yeah, it's time to help her. Yes, absolutely, Bibby. Absolutely, you have to come and taste some goat's milk. I honestly prefer goat's milk to cow's milk now. Can't really tell the difference unless, now we'll put a disclaimer on this. Goat's milk will have a very, very goaty flavour if a buck is present. If you have a buck in there and having fun with the girls all the time, that will actually change the flavour of the milk and it becomes a real goaty flavour. Or if the goats have got a heavy worm load. If the goats have got a heavy worm load and they're not coping with it well, then the milk will also taste very goaty. Hi, LG Homestead. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, goat's milk soap's lovely. Although we don't actually get enough milk to make it so that I've got extra milk to be able to make goat's milk soup. Whenever I've got extra goat's milk soup, the boys are always like, can we have some custard? I'm like, okay. And they're like, can we have impossible pie? I'm like, okay. And now I started making goat milk yogurt, so that's really fun. I'm enjoying the goat's milk yogurt. Hi, Mrs. Time to Shine. So yes, you don't like goat's milk? You don't like the store goat's milk? Yeah, goat's milk from the shops does not taste the same as goat's milk straight from the goat. Very different flavour. Very different flavour. Oh, he's still in major pain. Oh. Oh, Tom, I hope you feel better soon. It's never fun being in pain. Never, never fun being in pain. But yeah, so we're making some progress, and I'm really, like, we've been here. We started bringing the goats over here, I think it was in March, because we actually rented the property for, I think it was about 6 to 9 months before we purchased it, just because we were having, like, we had a contract on the house and put the contract on here, and then the contract over there fell over like a week before it was due to settle. Wasn't good. This was not a good thing. Created an extreme amount of stress. Then, so we were renting in that time period until we were able to find another buyer for the house that we had at Eagleby. I never want to relive that experience again. Never. So I was moving the goats over here slowly, and then I had the car accident in September, which was just after we actually purchased the property. And with that happening, I could no longer put star pickets in. And I was hoping to be able to use my tread-in posts, but because this area had been in drought for like 4 or 5 years, the ground was so hard, I couldn't actually get the tread-in posts in the ground. So I have not been able to set up the fencing for the goats until now. So yes, I was really, really excited to be able to set up the electric fences. I mean, I was only able to do 2 or 3 star pickets, or T-posts, sorry, for my American friends. I'm only able to get 2 or 3 in a day, just because it's quite hard on my shoulders and my neck. And I need to use quite tall ones to be able to get it up high enough for the goats. Do you want to know something? If you're allergic to black flies, goat's milk shampoo helps you, because I'm allergic to black flies and I know. Oh, there you go. I did not know goat's milk soap helps with if you're allergic to black flies. I've never actually met anyone that's allergic to black flies before. So there you go. Are you talking like the normal little house flies, or are you talking about the big horse flies, or what kind of flies are we talking about here? Yeah, so I'm really, really excited to be able to start setting up the goats fencing, because I would have liked to have been doing this the whole time. And I have been moving them around a little bit, but I've been very limited on what I could do. Hi, Living Simply Homestead. Thanks for joining us. And if anyone wants to join the panel, I've got the link at the top of the stream. So feel free to click on that, and hopefully I'll notice you're in the basement. So yeah, just showing a couple of the videos that I've been doing this week, and sharing how excited I am about my goat fencing. So yeah, so the idea is to have it so that I've got a whole heap of cells. Probably eventually I'll have 30 to 40 cells throughout the whole property, but it's going to take time for that to be set up, because I can only do 2 to 3 star pickets a day. And set up little cells so I can open and close different paddocks by just opening and closing the electric wire fence. So that's the plan. Very excited about that. Very excited. Aw, thank you, Living Simple Homestead. They're so sweet. Okay, so we get a biting tiny fly here, and they are black flies, and they hang with mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are evil. I'm planning on planting lots of smelly herbs all over the property to help deter the mosquitoes. That's my plan. I'm just going to propagate all sorts of different herbs and smelly stuff around the place. Hey, Nettie. How's Archie gone? Has he settled down now? So Nettie's getting things ready for school tomorrow because the boys are starting back school in kindy. Very exciting. Oh, you're building a chicken pen this week. Nice. Very nice. So yes, that's basically it. Very excited about the goats. The progress with that. And I'm really enjoying the goat's milk yogurt. Which is really interesting because I'm not really normally a big yogurt drinker, but the goat's milk yogurt actually seems to be, well, I'm adding a little bit of maple syrup to it, but it's really quite nice. Let's go back to the beginning of the goats video. This is my favorite video all week, hey, just to watching the goats, because this is when I just opened up the gate and it was the first time they'd come into the paddock. And they were just so excited to be able to run around and be able to get into all that area that they hadn't been in before. That's very exciting. Very, very exciting. So how is everyone else's week going? Still quite chilly here. Oh, no, I didn't see the harvest today, baby. I missed that one. See if I can find Bibby and Agent's harvest video. Searching Bibby's not going to work. I did see that Willa Grow says you're under investigation. Although he misnamed your channel. Said it was down on the Boddington farm. I did see the roasties. That was really cool. Oh, I missed the pre-day preps too. If you haven't checked out Down on Boddington Farm, please do so. They're lots of fun. Bibby and Agent are great. And mind you, I know everybody that's in the chat, they have all seen Bibby and Agent's videos. Harvest video. That's preps. That's cooking with preps. There's the harvest video. Yes, there's quite a few channels that are under investigation. Investigation of suspensions. Oh, was it this one?
Hello, beautiful people. Look what
There's
we've just
Bibby's
done.
beautiful voice.
Huge harvest. Lots,
Look at that.
lots and lots and lots.
More pumpkin.
I got some stuff in the fridge that needs to be used as well.
Wow.
So,
Are you going to dehydrate?
what do you want to see me cook? Or do you want me to do all of it? I can do a pasta sauce. I can do tomato butter. I can dehydrate. And yeah. What do you want to see Bibby cook tomorrow? Or whenever I get around to it?
Oh,
put your answers down below. Okay. That's an order. So yeah, guys.
There you go. Maybe John can tell you what you're under investigation for.
Plants and tomatoes.
Because I got no idea. But this is Bibby and Agent's harvest video. So you have to go and have a look at that one. Look at how much he harvested. That's awesome. Hi, Mrs. Living Simple Homestead. So nice to see you all. Now, if anyone wants to come and join the panel, I didn't put that video up on the screen, did I? Ah. that was silly. Here am I saying, look at that harvest, and you can't see a thing. Why didn't someone tell me? My goodness. Oh, Shed Wars for the Southern Hemisphere is over, but Bibby and I are volunteering for the Northern Hemisphere. Nettie? Hey, Jeeps! Welcome! So yes, Bibby and Agents harvest video. Look at all of this stuff! Oh my goodness! You have to check out the video. So how are you doing this morning, John? Look at all of that. Is it cabbage and lettuce, or is that mustard greens and cabbage? Shed Wars is never over. That's because you keep volunteering all over the place, Wild. Because you're in your third season now, aren't you? That's an awesome harvest, Bibby. We actually had some friends over yesterday and had a barbecue, and I harvested a heap of celery and kale and lettuce and forgot to weigh it. How bad am I? Totally forgot to weigh it before anything happened. Oh, it's not really that complicated. We were members from the Southern Hemisphere that wanted to keep going, so we just volunteered up in the Northern Hemisphere. So Bibby and I are both on, so down on Boddington Farm and Janderra Homestead are both on Team Aquarius. So yes, hence the reason why you can see little frogs jumping around and little frogs and chickens in my garden. They're spies. The chickens are spies. The frogs are guards. Good to hear, John. I'm glad you're doing well. So, Bibby, it's mustard, spinach, and 2 lots of kale. Okay, cool. So you guys will all have to go over and comment on Bibby's video and tell her what you want her to do, whether you want her to dehydrate it or make all sorts of interesting things with it, or what you want to do. I haven't done my totals. I've got a little book where I'm keeping a record of everything I've got, like everything that we've been weighing in, but I haven't updated my spreadsheet yet. I must do that. I might do that next Sunday. Yeah, we're not Team Won't It Grow. Ah, dear. Makes it interesting when your team is called Will It Grow? Because then everyone can say it won't grow. But yes, so it's been a busy week, and it looks like down on Boddington Farms had a busy week too. Oh, she's got a whole Bibby's done a dental and oral care preps video. Oh, you've got to check out the budget roast chicken dinner. That looks really, really yummy. Ah, pasta sauce is the front runner. Nice. You're trying to do monthly totals? Yeah, in my spreadsheet, I've got it so it actually, like, I just put in the amounts that I've weighed, and it calculates it all and puts it into totals for each month. So I set that spreadsheet up last season. I just haven't updated it with the data. I've just been putting it all into a little notebook next to my scales. So yes. So now I'm curious, Wild, how much have you weighed in so far? Because I got no idea. Because Wild's in Team Will It Grow. Or Team It Won't Grow. You just gave Darren totals at the end. Funny how you say it won't grow, but Team Will It Grow is in the lead by 298 pounds. Now, see, I haven't given any of my weight yet, John, so 298 pounds is not that big a difference. And Thorhaven Farm was asking on the live if you'd included his 240 pounds in that. Did you include that in the actual weigh-ins? Like when you added up the difference between the two teams, had you include Thorhaven's 240 pounds? Nice, Wild. Very nice. Yeah, Robert hasn't got your weight and he hasn't got our weight. And you've had a heap of pumpkins, haven't you, Bibby? Are you still getting a heap of pumpkins? I saw some in your trolley or your basket. I saw there were some pumpkins there. I mean, all that kale and mustard greens must have weighed a heap. I harvested 3.5 kilos of celery the other day. So I've been busily dehydrating that. So you hadn't included his 240 pounds. So you haven't included his 240 pounds. You haven't included Bibby's, and you haven't included mine. So oh, Tom's going to scare you with his next weigh-in video, John. Tom's next weigh-in is going to be a large and will scare Will It Grow. Mind you, we do have to take Will It Grow with Wild Edibles is 148 pounds off whatever we do. So, oh, it's funny. Funny. Oh, yes, and you're going to harvest all those chickens. That'll be good too. So heaps of pumpkin and chicken still laying 8 a day. Mustard and spinach was 4 kilos. Wow. Yeah, my chickens are laying between 5 and 8 eggs a day still. And I'm still getting like the 1.2 litres of goat's milk a day as well. You're making school lunches, Nettie? Excellent. You've not started harvesting yet, John. Honestly, it's way too early in the season to start going, this team's in ahead of that team. Way too early. Way too early. But it's certainly good fun. Yeah, now if anybody is wondering why on earth I've got frogs and chickens all through my garden, the best videos to watch that'll actually explain that is this is the June garden tour. So this is where I deploy all the frogs. So I'll put a link up for that one. Jonathan had lots of fun with that one. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Copied and pasted too much. Oh, sorry. So if you want to find out what's going on with all the frogs, that's this video. Oh, and I also show you how the boys have done their Shed Wars Youth Division videos. I'll have to take you over and have a look at those. There's little Jonathan explaining his videos.
Lettuce. Yep.
Take that back a bit.
Got Redland and Joy over there. Oh, and in its spot. Oh, you want to put Billy in his spot over near the aquaponics. Yeah. So there's, yep.
The boys and I had a lot of fun.
Yep.
Strawberry.
Yep.
And
Calendula.
The boys
And
love
What
calendula.
have you got? What are you growing for Shed Wars Youth Division, Matthew?
lettuce, strawberry, succulent, calendula.
Lovely. And why do you grow calendula?
Because I like to eat the flowers.
You like to eat the flowers.
Yeah,
And why
96 pounds in
other
fish so
plants?
far.
Because I like making wraps with lettuce.
You
Cool.
like making wraps with lettuce?
And I like eating strawberry and chocolate mint.
Cool.
Although the chocolate mint doesn't taste like
So I should take you over to the boys' videos and show you them. Where are they? Got heaps of shout outs in that video. So here's Matthew's video.
Welcome everybody to Janderra. My name is Matthew and I'm going to do a special video about gardening. The Chevrolet Youth Division. I'm going to be planting
Hi, Dawn.
4 different varieties of plants: calendula, strawberry, lettuce, and chocolate mint.
So the boys have had a lot of fun doing their videos. So Matthew's got his own channel that he got 40 subscribers at the moment. But so this is Matthew's channel. It's just Matthew Janderra. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 Shed Wars Youth Division videos up so far. And he's got lots of videos on goats and Lego and all sorts of things. But he's been having lots of fun with these. So if you could go over and support his channel, I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. And they're planting up the aquaponics, one of the aquaponics grow beds.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Janderra. My name is Matthew, and today we are going to be planting.
I'll take you over to Jonathan's video.
Beetroot seedlings and lettuce seedlings.
Thanks, Tom. So we'll go over and have a look at Jonathan's video. So this is Jonathan's channel. I mean, is that the cutest or what? I mean, Jonathan's only 4. So, but he is absolutely loving doing this. So here's a link to Jonathan's channel. So he's got his 4 little videos as well. But he's just too cute. He really is. Oh, lost sound. Oh, I know what I've done. I've opened it up in the wrong. Here am I showing you something and you can't see it because it's opened up in a different tab.
Good morning, everybody. What do I say next?
What's your name?
Thanks, Bibby.
My name is Jonathan, and welcome to Janderra.
How old are you?
4 years old.
And what are you going to be doing today?
I'm going to plant some pots.
Oh, what plants are you going to plant?
I'm going
They're very
to
excited.
plant.
So this was a couple of weeks ago now. This was the 13th of June that he did this. So, but isn't that the cutest little face ever? He's just so cute. So they've done their when they potted up the plants, and then they were setting up the aquaponics bed, and then they were sowing some seeds, which they're very excited. We're about to pot those up into bigger pots now. The boys are very excited watching them all grow. And then you got planting into the aquaponics. So really, really happy with that. They are just so excited.
Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to do some beetroot seedlings and some lettuce seedlings. We're going to plant them into the aquaponics, right?
This ended up being a slight disaster and it needed to be fixed.
Then put this up, grab your dirt and put it in the water. We're going to rinse the dirt off the roots.
A Q&A
And
video.
put it into the aquaponics,
What
right?
kind of questions do you do though? Thanks, Wild. I think they're pretty awesome. The big problem was I had a migraine at the time and I couldn't actually help them. So it wasn't until later that I discovered what they'd done. And Oh, Matthew marked out the beds with the pebbles and put the M and the, and the J there. Yeah, their little mini aquaponics is awesome. It will be expanded over time, but it's a good place for them to start. I could send them questions. Yeah. To work on how to do that one. So, and then they did a little bit of an update on their plants. They're getting very excited with the two of them. They're just, oh, and Jonathan's got a little tomato plant now too. But they're just having so much fun. But Time to Shine's asked if we've had a look at his recent video because his son is in it. See if I can find it. Is it going to work for me? That looks promising. If you haven't checked out Time to Shine, do that, please. He's a lovely gentleman. I'll leave his link here. There you go. There's Time to Shine's link. Oh, tips on vegetables with a special guest. Nice. So you'll have to go over and watch Tom's video.
Time homestead. And
So
our
Tom.
tips today are going to be on carrots, turnips, and beets, folks. So we're going to start the video showing you what I didn't show you in the show yesterday, folks. You see how there's lots of carrots. And my tips on carrots is please make sure you space them or you're going to get very small carrots. But this is what you call the garbage garden leftovers. I didn't show this yesterday. It was sort of a surprise for you guys today. So she'll walk you all around here and show you quickly. Make sure you show all the folks the whole garden. There's another patch of cucumbers here too. This is just a leftover garden, but this is going to do very well, folks. Anyways, our special guest with the tips on beets and turnips today is Thomas. Take it away, Thomas.
So,
Hey, the real Mike.
today I just wanted to tell you and show you about our wonderful beets down here. And the reason they're getting so big is because of the nutrients and nitrogen that we have in this soil. And the reason that this soil gets so good is what you want to do is you want it to have about that much to the surface so it gets exceptionally soft like this, and your turnips and beets will grow well.
Thank you very much, Thomas. And what do you have to say to our folks?
Love you all.
Thank you very much, Thomas. So we'll continue talking about carrots. And you can see I put lots of carrots in here and I space them because if you don't space your carrots, folks, we all know what's going to happen is you're not going to get big.
So go over and make sure you go over and watch Time to Shine. Tom's got a fun channel. Has lots of lovely irises. So John's saying that it's not about the season, it's how many tuna tags you buy. And John has 4 tags, so he can keep 4 tunas. That's good to know. And it's always nice to welcome the real Mike into the room. Bibi says she hopes they're little. Oh, dear. Oh, what are you having later for dinner, Dawn? £800 is not that small. I don't weigh the tuna for Ched Wars because I sell them. That's good to know, John. But yes, so that's basically the update for this week. And Dawn's made some really nice breakfast muffins after being inspired by you, Bibi. Love Dawn's channel. Dawn's got all sorts of great stuff happening on her channel. Lots of interesting stuff. Let's see if I can find Dawn's channel. And her lives tend to be random. She doesn't do them at the same time all the time. So she just does random pop-up lives, which makes it fun. But you never know when she's on. So, but it also means she gets to meet different people in different time zones and yeah, the goats are getting really big, Nettie. They are just growing so quickly. It is really, really fun. They're not going to be babies for much longer. I'm actually probably going to be worming them very soon. Oh, you don't think you're going to do a Monday live again, Nettie? You only went live for a very short amount of time. Yeah, so why is Time to Shine under investigation? And why is Down on Boddington Farm under investigation, John? You know that channel? Yeah, Dawn's got all sorts of interesting videos on here. She's been doing lots of lives lately, but she did a recipe for breakfast muffins after she was inspired from Down on Boddington Farm. And does it do a shout out for Down on Boddington Farm in the I just actually yep. So you got the Down on Boddington Farm and breakfast muffins with Bibby. See, she's got all that sort of stuff in there. Yeah, well, in one of my videos, John told me I had to watch my mouth, but he didn't actually tell me what I had said. Maybe it was the fact that I was saying his team was Team Won't Grow. With 22 minutes, hey, Nettie, kept being told other channels were going live or were about to, so I spent most of the time apologising. Your babies are so cute, your little lammies. Very, very cute. Yeah, see, now Time to Shine wants to know what they did too. So, John, you may have to come up and tell us what we all did. The link's pinned to the top of the chat. I actually really need to make these breakfast muffins because I have got, I think, 12 dozen eggs at the moment. I really need to do something with them. Oh, Bibby, the problem was Nettie wanted to go on to the other lives. She didn't want to miss out on their lives. So that always makes it difficult. But yeah, so Dawn's got all sorts of interesting things on her channel. Definitely a good idea to check that out. I'll have to go and have a look at Silhouette Park Farm, huh? I can get my fingers to type the right words. Hi, Cindy Squirrel. Thanks for joining us. So this is Silhouette Park Farm, and they've been having fun with fishing and catching catfish. You've been doing multiple lives at the same time. I tried doing that and it just got too confusing. You think you caught up with the video on you? You guys have been a bit cheeky on your videos up there. Oh, is that Archer hand feeding the sheep? Oh, you got to check that out. That's got. I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, and Adam does the music shows. So normally they're on Facebook, but when Facebook is misbehaving itself, they do them on YouTube. And I mean, Adam's a professional musician, so it's not like it's just karaoke. But yeah, check out Silhouette Park Farm. They're a lot of fun. And Adam's recently gotten a heap of opals from Quilpie. Had a lot of fun with that. But this is the live that Nettie's talking about with the baby lambs. Are they just the cutest or what? Just skip through a little bit. Is that the cutest little baby lamb you've ever seen? Oh, Adam's going away again. Good from the finance perspective. Not so fun from the you have to do everything at the home on the homestead. Yes, that can be very difficult. Very difficult. It's wild. Now, wild, what are you talking about? Wild. What will grow in the ground with coffee fertilizer? The video that Wild made you and Mike do. You got no reactions to the snot rocks and the chicken intruders. None. No reaction. Okay, we got to go back to down on Boddington Farm. John, did you see the video? My goodness. Surely you saw the video. He's a potato. Who's a potato? Oh, on your video. Yes, I do remember seeing that one. Now, Bibby, that one with the snot rocks is a fair way back, isn't it? I can't remember what you called it now. Oh, it's the mystery package. There we go. That's right, because you didn't actually title it Shed Wars 21.
Alfred, what's wrong? Alfred? Alfred, what's wrong? Alfred? Alfred, what's wrong? Something disturbing you doing your yoga? Is it? What? Look over there. Which way? Over there. We've got intruders, don't we? What's going on here? A package and an oyster shell. But the package has been
I may have just got you in trouble, Bibby. Although technically you've gotten yourself in trouble.
We've got intruders.
John, have you got
intruders?
What do you mean intruders?
Look.
Wild should definitely be under investigation.
It's a war.
But yes, Wild should definitely be under investigation. Although I have heard John say quite a few times, oh, hang on, they're on my team.
Yes. You might need it. You never know.
You have Wild under control. Wild gets Mike and Tom to do stuff. She makes them.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
She's not under control. She's just getting other people to do it.
Snot. Here's another one. Oh, there's another one down there. Yeah, we're on to him.
I think he's going to track him down.
Sending intruders. Good one.
Down by. There's one of the sliders down there.
Oh, jeez.
Hide in plain sight.
Being a bit rough on those spies, John.
You ought to train these spies better.
First, it's Mima that you get on your side so that she's keeping an eye on Laurie's world. And now you're sending spies.
Yep, here we go. More. Look,
To Australia. Really?
that dirty son bitch perving on our girls. Seriously. You dirty son of a bitch. That's what I think of your spot, Johnny boy.
A good girl.
Another one?
You get lots of chickens.
What?
It goes one
Mother of
mouth.
God. Please snap on your chair.
That's what I think of you.
In the tomatoes.
Another one.
Hang on.
How many spies did he send?
I'm going to catch me a spy. That was easy. Get that out. Johnny boy, your spies are no better than the American Delta Force.
Now, I think I might have to just make it so that John has to come over and watch the video all by himself to count how many chickens and how many pounds he's going to penalise. But in all fairness, this didn't have a Shed Wars 21 in front of it, so I can understand John not necessarily seeing the mystery package video. But yes. Oh dear. 3 pounds. See, I just converted the spies you sent over to here. The spies you sent to Janderra were all my friends. And I had enough Team Aquarius to actually counteract them. I got like 6 of Team Aquarius. But in this one, this video here is when we get the spies from Will It Grow on Janderra.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Garrowyn, and we're doing a update on Gladiator Challenge 4 for Shed Wars 21. Let's check to see how everything that I was growing from the store is going. Let's check it out. Okay, so we have Laurie here from Laurie's World, guarding all my plants. She's doing a wonderful job. So I actually did this challenge on the 7th of June, and it's now the 30th. So that's what, just over 3 weeks ago. Not a lot of progress happening with the seeds, and that could just be that it's the time of year. So nothing's happening with the red papaya. Not noticing anything with the mandarin or the apples either. The garlic is doing fantastically, although the one that I had covered with the plastic is still doing heaps better.
Robert's just outside this window. Let's see if we can skip ahead.
Wasn't covered. So
and look at what Robert's caught.
Now, shall we? Oh my gosh! What's that? Prisoners? Spies? Robert, did we have spies? Oh my goodness! We had spies in the garden. Will it grow spies? Oh no! I wonder who we've got here. Oh, Robert, who have we got? Who's here?
Oh, that's a good question. Now, did I miss somebody
That's
coming
not
in?
a spy. It's one of my friends. And who's this one? We got Wild Edibles and Gail from Gail Southern Living. They're not spies. Robert, they're friends. They've come to help. Yes, they're from Team Will It Grow, but they're friends in our garden. So we're going to have to untie them, and they can go and be deployed in the garden and protect our garden.
And they are doing a wonderful job of protecting my garden now that they've been untied. So yes, Gail Southern Living is over near my chickens. And she's got Nisi just across the garden from her too. So yes. And John, that's not how you spell Bibby. Bibby is B-I-B-B-Y. Hey, Drop. I'm not sure if that'd work, Drop. It might. Yes, I did notice you'd watched this one because you commented on this one. Now, where's John's comment? Here it is. He's trying to tell me that Gail and Edible are spying on me and hope that they don't report anything. But then he says that he doesn't want to suspend me and that I need to be careful. So, yes. I'm going to have to find a creative way of figuring out how to get suspended, I think. See you, Owen. Did I miss Darren coming in? I can see people saying hello to Darren. This is Down Under Farm and Forge. I can't see him in the chat. Or are we talking a different Darren? Hopefully it's only 3 pounds so far, Bibby, because there were a lot more than 3 chickens than you guys, especially the ones that Agent actually shot with that bow and arrow. Snitches get stitches. Oh, John is completely deluded if he thinks Wild Edibles or Gail's from Gail Southern Living is going to spy on me. They are totally helping me in my garden. Of course, he would just say that they're just being double agents. Oh, you suspended Eddie Nuts last night in Laurie's live. Ooh. Very interesting. Mind you, Ed hasn't done a video for a while. Meh. Bring it on, Johnny boy. Maybe I'll have to do some counting in one of my videos. Has everyone been keeping up with what's happening with the Bunky versus Will It Grow? Because that's getting interesting. John said something in his live about Chicken Johnny not representing the Vineyard Chicks anymore, and I haven't seen anything about that. So I'm very curious to know when that happened, John. Yeah, so I've got Wild Edibles over here next to my citrus tree, but I'm pretty sure she's going to sneak over to the chickens because she is obsessed with chickens. Wild Edibles absolutely loves chickens. Let's go check out Wild Edibles. It's pretty early for that to be happening, Mike. What did I do? How I got the wrong link? There's Wild Edibles. Wild has just gotten herself more chickens. Lots more chickens. And when did that happen, John? Because I don't recall seeing any video from Chicken Johnny saying that he's back down. Hi, Peter. Going good. John loves Bunky now. He got a huge parcel from the Vineyard Chicks. He did. He got a really big parcel from the Vineyard Chicks. Oh, these are actually wild edibles chickens. So if you haven't checked out wild edibles chickens,
Clue right into what that is.
he has
Didn't
lots
take him long.
and lots of chickens, and she keeps getting
So
more.
these are the Americana, the blue, and the Wheaton Americana, and the buff Bantam Brahma. That one
And I
is
don't know, John,
in
there's
the
an awful lot of evidence against
There's
you.
4 little
Not to mention
Wheaton
there's a lot of
Brahmas.
other channels that have been
And that one's
counting
a
in their
Unicorn.
videos, and you haven't timed them. So
Unicorn
it
and
does
the other
make
little
you
ones.
wonder. Definitely makes you wonder.
And then I got 2 Wheaton Americana. That's a Wheaton Americana. Right here.
Not the little Arcana.
That one's Big Bird. That one is Tweety Bird. But they look different now. They're both Wheaton Americana. And then we got 2 blue.
It's a bit too dangerous as a drop.
2 black Americana.
Wild
But
Edibles
then
is an awesome channel to be through, and so
Lennon
are you for that
in the
matter.
Hannibal.
You have all sorts of interesting salves on your channel.
Sure. They're not showing signs of boy or girl just yet. They're showing some dominance. Like the blackbirds tend to be a little bit more.
You have a little chook that turned up 12 years ago, and ever since she's been with us, that's awesome. That's great, Peter. Where's Agent? No idea where Agent is. Oh, Agent's in Cairns still. Is he back from? When's he back from Cairns, Bibby? 10 roosters for $6 each. That's not too bad. Although you can buy a whole roast chook from the shops for a lot less than that. It's so frustrating. It costs more to raise your own chickens than it does to just buy one from the shops. It's ridiculous. Last time you went to the feed store, you were just going to look at the baby chicks and you ended up walking out with a box full of them. I can totally understand. Oh, the chicks were $3.88 each, including the gas to get there.
Dominant.
They look like they're enjoying that watermelon.
Little crows. Little pepperonis. Okay? Little pepperonis.
Agent's back, huh? You got stuck with the snoring again.
And, well, I had to move the chicks into the bigger brooder, which left this one kind of empty. And, you know, I got 12 in the Americana Bantam from a mix there. 4 of them are sold out of the 12, 4 hens. And then I don't know the hen to maroon ratio.
Most chickens like eating meat, but my chickens don't like fish. They don't like fish at all. Mike says to leave Agent alone. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah,
it costs a lot more to actually raise them yourself.
So I decided to get some more.
But they'd be better.
To get all 18 to get the deal.
Yeah, layers here are like $20.
And they are so
They're not cheap, and that's if you just get a basic layer. It's not a purity bird or anything. You try to get Aracanas, they're up around $60 each.
Now, some of these I think we can
Don't fall down in that chicken coop. The birds
Some
will
of
eat
them
you.
are an auto-sexing breed, I
Yeah,
believe.
I hope the boys
But
do
that
well
one
tomorrow. You have a good week. Bless
is a
you.
barn rock, which probably is because the dot on its head. It's probably a male with the dot, and there's another male over here.
Anything that goes in the chicken pen
See
is
the
just a
dot?
feeding frenzy.
You see the dot? There's
I don't know.
another one
We
there,
might have more
there's a
agents
dot.
dropping on down on Boddington
The
Farm.
solid ones would be female, right here, and that. But we have silky mixes.
Peter said one day
All
they're
of
going to
those
start
guys have a
growing,
silky as an addy.
and you
And
can't
then the
have
mummy,
roosters in the city.
there's Polish mummies, there's Icelandic mummies,
Babies are always cute.
Americana, Easter eggers.
And you also look at how they're actually raised when you have them in the shops. They get a much happier life when they're out on the farm. Oh, your girls are fighting for mice at the moment. Oh, I've set up a mouse trap similar to what Silhouette Park Farm's got, and I haven't caught anything yet. It's a bit disappointing. Yes, that's true. Oh dear. I might have to call it a night, guys. If no one wants to come and jump up on the panel and have a chat, and if there's nothing else that anybody else wants to talk about, I'm getting tired, and I've got to homeschool the boys in the morning. We pay. Hey, Baker Leg and Let's Dig It. Thanks for joining us. We can get a whole dressed chicken in the shops for, I think the lowest I've seen it is about $6.99. I can't raise chickens that cheap. It costs me a lot more than that to raise chicks, even when I hatch my own. I'm working on ways that I can actually grow the feed myself as well. But yeah. But just, yeah, a whole roasted chook for $6. It's nuts. And honestly, there's actually someone down the road that's selling whole chickens for $3, I think. I can't buy them. Like, I can't buy meat chicks for, I think they're like $2.50 each, and that's the cheapest I can get meat chicks from. The amount of hours we spend on YouTube, eventually it will drive us so crazy. That's assuming we weren't already. You've been feeding your chickens chard and beet greens. Oh, they'll love that. They will absolutely love that. Bye, Tom. Bye, John. Bye, everyone. I'm going to have to go because it is getting late. And like it's like 11 o'clock and I've got to school the boys in the morning. So I've got to be awake. It's possible, but I'm not holding my breath. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. It's been great to have you all here. I really appreciate you all coming on the chat and the great conversation. And I'll catch you all in the comments. You have a fantastic week. Bless you.